year since that shooting spree across Memphis, it also brought to light conversations around mental health, as records show accused killer Ezekiel Kelly had been in and out of the justice system since he was a juvenile. Our Brittany Moncrief is here with us after speaking with a local therapist. And Brittany, does our understanding of trauma also impact our response?
Well, Pepper, that's absolutely correct. According to mental health experts, many say trauma, how we respond, and our behaviors can be on a cycle influencing each other. That is, until someone breaks that cycle. And part of breaking it is first recognizing the root and response.
The effects of trauma have no time limit.
My dad was murdered when I was 2.
But what shaped Memphis native Tariq Pettis-Smith is his response to it.
When we first identify the traumas that we've experienced, which makes it self-awareness.
Pettis-Smith became a community mental health therapist, helping others cope with trauma.
First have to understand that our environment shapes our mental health.
Pettis-Smith believes the environment Ezekiel Kelly grew up in could have played a role 1 year ago Thursday, when authorities say he went on a shooting spree around Memphis, killing 3 people and injuring 3 others. Records show Kelly had been in the state's children's services system and in and out of the juvenile justice system, later facing criminal convictions as an adult. Pettis-Smith says early intervention could have possibly helped.
There is a author who talks about how trauma goes back 3 generations for one person. And so looking at early intervention, if someone is aware of their trauma, then they have a fighting ability to support themselves in their trauma.
An ability that also spills over into communities.
What happened in that particular situation, urban communities across the nation who look like that young man and see young men like that every day in their communities, it was affected as well.
Which is why Pettis-Smith says understanding trauma helps better our response to it.
People may have been thinking, man, that young man is going to get killed, because that's what we see. It's normalized. The police, they really responded according to protocol in terms of the crisis intervention, because they recognized that it was a crisis that was happening.
And while this crisis ended tragically, Pettis-Smith says there's still lessons learned.
We can reshape that environment by healing, right? Because it's all about healing. Healing ourselves so then we can heal the community.
And Pettis-Smith also says awareness helps to break down stigmas around mental health, particularly in communities of color and Black men. He says that's why meeting people where they are with support and resources can make a world of difference. Pepper?